In the automotive world, there's reliable, and then there's Toyota reliable. And while most enthusiasts obsess over the high-revving 1UZ from the Lexus sedans, there's another member of the UZ family that's been quietly going about its business, racking up mileage that would make a commercial airliner jealous. This is the engine that powered through the Alaskan tundra, hauled loads across the Australian outback, and simply refused to die, even when it hit 7 figures on the odometer. This is the workhorse that chose durability over glory, torque over horsepower, and longevity over everything else. It's the engine that Toyota built not to win races, but to outlast the very trucks it was bolted into. This is the story of the Toyota 2UZ-FE, the cast iron giant that proves sometimes the best engine isn't the fastest one, but the one that just keeps going. In 1989, Toyota shocked the world with the original LS400 and its 1UZ-FE V8 engine. It was smooth, sophisticated, and made entirely of aluminum. The 1UZ won Ward's 10 best engines and became the benchmark for luxury V8s worldwide. But Toyota had bigger plans, literally. By the mid-1990s, Toyota was preparing to compete in the full-size truck market in North America and Australia. The 1UZ was brilliant for luxury sedans, but trucks needed something different. These vehicles would be towing heavy trailers, carrying loads, crawling over rocks, and operating in the harshest conditions on Earth. The mission was clear: create a V8 that prioritized reliability and torque over outright performance. In 1998, the 2UZ-FE made its debut in the Toyota Land Cruiser 100 series and the Lexus LX 470. Unlike its aluminum block siblings, the 2UZ-FE featured something unexpected: a cast iron engine block. This decision raised eyebrows. By the late 1990s, aluminum was the material of choice for modern engines. But Toyota's engineers weren't chasing trends. They were chasing million-mile durability. The cast iron block was heavier at 562 pounds, but that weight came with benefits: exceptional rigidity, superior heat resistance, and the ability to handle stress that would warp an aluminum block. This was an engine designed to be understressed, allowing it to handle decades of heavy-duty use. Interestingly, the 2UZ-FE became the first Toyota 5.8 manufactured in the United States. Production began at Toyota's Huntsville, Alabama engine plant in 2003. Shane Perry, a production group leader, recalled, "Our goal was to make the best quality we could. Every employee understood they were building engines for customers who needed their trucks to work without fail." The 2UZ-FE is a 4.7L naturally aspirated V8 with a 90 degrees bank angle. It has a bore of 94 millimeters and a stroke of 84 millimeters. This undersquare design emphasized torque production at lower RPMs rather than high-revving horsepower. The cast iron block featured curved cylinder walls and strengthening ribs. The crankshaft was fully balanced steel with 5 main journals. The connecting rods were forged and centered. The compression ratio started at 9:6:1, conservative by modern standards, but perfect for longevity. Up top, aluminum DOHC cylinder heads with 4 valves per cylinder totaled 32 valves. The intake camshafts were driven by a timing belt, with gears engaging the exhaust camshafts. The 2UZ-FE used inner shim-type steel valve lifters rather than hydraulic ones, requiring periodic adjustments but offering better durability for high-mileage applications. In 2007, the 2UZ-FE received its biggest update: variable valve timing with intelligence, or VVTI. This system controlled intake camshaft timing based on engine speed, throttle position, camshaft angle, coolant temperature, and intake air volume. Intake valve overlap could range from 28 degrees for maximum power to negative 12 degrees for fuel economy. Power jumped significantly. Pre-2007 models produced 230 to 240 horsepower and 315 pounds-feet of torque. Post-2007 VVTI models pushed out 271 to 282 horsepower and up to 325 pounds-ft of torque. VVTI models also got lighter pistons, oil jets to cool pistons, a plastic intake manifold, and increased compression to 10:0:1. They featured Toyota's acoustic control induction system, which varied intake runner length for better low-end torque and high RPM breathing. Here's where the 2UZ-FE reveals its character. A 4.7L engine producing 232 horsepower equals just 49.3 horsepower per liter. Modern performance engines regularly exceed 100 horsepower per liter. But This wasn't a weakness, it was deliberate. The 2UZ-FE was engineered to operate well below its maximum stress levels. It idled at 550 to 600 revolutions per minute and redlined at just 5,700 revolutions per minute. Even under full throttle, the engine never worked at the edge of its capabilities. The result? An engine that could make full power all day, every day, for hundreds of thousands of miles without breaking a sweat. On March 28, 2007, at Toyota's Huntsville plant, a 2UZ-FE came to life. This engine was destined for a 2007 Tundra double cab purchased by Victor Shepard. Shepard, a hotshot driver standing 6'6" and weighing 425 pounds, told the dealership's general manager, "I'm going to put 1,000,000 miles on this truck." It was a bold statement that Ron Weimer acknowledged, but didn't truly believe. Victor drove for a living, hauling loads of 1,500 to 2,700 pounds cross-country. The Tundra spent its life on highways, towing, hauling, and working. This wasn't gentle commuting. This was the exact punishment the 2UZ-FE was designed to endure. As miles accumulated, the truck kept going. It passed 200,000 miles, then 300,000. At 667,000 miles, it was displayed at the State Fair of Texas. But the truck just kept working. Shepard maintained it religiously. Oil changes every 5,000 miles without exception. Timing belt replacements at 90,000-mile intervals, and coolant flushes to keep the system fresh. The maintenance schedule was followed like scripture. And then, just 9 years after rolling off the assembly line, the odometer hit 1,000,000 miles. When Toyota learned of this, they had to have the truck not just for marketing, but to understand what made it possible. They convinced Victor to part with his truck, swapping it for a brand new 2016 Tundra. The 1,000,000-mile Tundra toured Toyota facilities before landing at the Technical Center in Michigan for a complete teardown. First, they dynoed it. The team was hesitant, worried about damaging this historic engine. But when they fired it up, it idled smoothly. When they pushed it to redline, something incredible happened. The engine performed better than many brand new engines coming off the production line. When they disassembled it, the news kept getting better. Internal components showed wear, but nothing catastrophic. The engine was fundamentally sound. The cast iron block held its integrity perfectly. Coolant passages were clean thanks to regular coolant changes. The timing belt had been replaced on schedule, preventing catastrophic failure. But it wasn't just the engine that impressed. The driver's seat, supporting a 4.25-B man, was barely worn. Door latches met specifications after thousands of entries and exits. The glove box latch worked perfectly. The frame showed no rust despite every kind of weather. Even leaf springs carrying heavy loads for 1,000,000 miles were in good condition. If Victor's story ended there, it would be legendary. But it doesn't. In April 2019, another 2007 Tundra hit 1,000,000 miles.